guess I could take a pic. It's just as quick.
That's fun.
No, I said that I thought it was interesting that you chose so much green on child carry the shows. I do like the emotion and stuff like that.
Just FYI, Oscar, you're saying right in the stream, so anything you're saying is going to get picked up on that. Just warning you. Look, it's literally like just Oscar, like right in there.
Oh, you kill it? I can kill it to the press. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we're already live, so I was like,
I'm
what?
so sorry,
I didn't realize
it
it was
wasn't
streaming.
It wasn't me. Oh, they needed that for the front. It's to the press. It was Tracy's fault. Oh, so sorry, guys. So sorry.
Had someone at the point where I I think you said you're Australian.
What's going on, John?
Good to see you, morning. Yes, sir.
Must be a big show, Johnny Morgan's in the building.
No, I mean, John Addict's in the house. It must be. Ratings just popped up.
Yeah.
22 seconds late, Heidi. 22 seconds late.
All right, thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC Fight Night. Volkov versus Rozenstruik. We are wall-to-wall on ESPN Plus tomorrow night. And we will begin with a main card fighter in the UFC Women's Flyweight Division, Poliana Botelho. Official weight 125.5 for Poliana Botelho. All right, moving on now to the featured prelim in the UFC strawweight division as we welcome back Felice Herrig.
Thank you.
115, the official weight for Felice Herrig.
On the dot.
All right, moving on now to the co-main event in the UFC's featherweight division as we say hello to the 13th ranked Movsar Evloev. .146 for Movsar Evloev. All right, next athlete to the scale competing in the UFC men's flyweight division, El Jefe, Jeff Molina. .125.5, the official weight for Jeff Molina. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's women's flyweight division, Erin Blanchfield. Official weight 124.5 for Erin Blanchfield. All right, next athlete to the scale in the UFC's featherweight division, Damon Jackson. Official weight 145.5 for Damon Jackson. All right, now we welcome on the other half of the featured prelim in the UFC strawweight division, Karolina Kowalkiewicz. $115.5 for Karolina Kowalkiewicz. All right, now moving back to the main card in the UFC's light heavyweight division, Alonzo Menafield. 205, the official weight for Alonzo Menafield. All right, next fighter to the scale, set to make his UFC debut in the welterweight division, Rinat Fakhretdinov. $170.5, the official weight for Rinat Fakhretdinov.
$170.5.
All right, next up, a prelim in the UFC's lightweight division, Benoit Saint-Denis. $155.5 for Benoit Saint-Denis. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in the UFC's lightweight division, Nicholas Stolze. $156, the official weight for Nicholas Stolze. All right, back to the main card now. ESPN Plus in the UFC's flyweight division, Zaruk Adashev. $125.5, the official weight for Zaruk Adashev.
Just FYI, I'm going to stand up when Dan comes in here. So if I stand up really fast, just so you know.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's light heavyweight division, Askar Mozaro. $204.5, the official weight for Askar Mozaro. All right, next fighter to the scale, making her UFC debut here tomorrow night, Karine Silva. $125, the official weight for Karine Silva. All right, next athlete to the scale in the UFC's bantamweight division, Kid Kavenbo, Johnny Munoz. 135 for Johnny Munoz.
Main event's gonna take probably the last ones to weigh in.
Of course.
All right, now we get to one half of a featured bout on the main card of the UFC's featherweight division. Michael Trizano. Official weight 145 and a half for the lone wolf, Mike Trizano.
Yep. What's up?
What up, lady?
So my questions I've mostly answered
Nice.
by reading the facts
Oh, sweet.
section. I've never done that before.
The FAQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one question I had was, so I was approved for the creative thing,
Yeah.
but when I go to submit, hold on, now I think someone's coming.
Sure.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's bantamweight division, Tony Bradley.
$135 and a half.
135 and a half, the official weight for Tony Bradley. All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC flyweight division, J.J. Aldridge.
All right, what else do we got broken?
Hold on. I'm trying to keep track of who these people are. So when I go here, like, if I want to create a batch, it gives me an option to do editorial. But that's for iStock, so that's different, obviously.
That is good. That means you were approved for iStock editorial as
Okay,
well.
okay, because that's what I've been doing. I just tested a couple. Like I just set this one in, but then it says it's going to take 15 days to approve. But like if it's
All right, next fighter to
editorial,
weigh in the UFC's featherweight division,
Not
Lucas
really
Almeida.
editorial.
yeah.
I mean, it's like,
Okay.
that's the other side of that.
Who was this? Who was this? Thank you.
$145.5, the official weight for Lucas Almeida.
Good job, Luke. Yeah, so that's
So it's not real. I mean, it's
not
like
it's not truly editorial,
Yeah.
right? But anything that includes a person, a notable,
I don't have to
something
get
that-
all that.
then you have to get all the above for it to even be iStock editorial.
What do you mean I have to get all the? Oh, you have to get the information, the names.
You have to
and
get the
stuff?
information.
Yeah, but I don't have to get a model
Right, if you
release.
just post it when they go through it, they'll just remove them.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So let me show you.
But yes, it's going to be 15 days behind, so it's not like you're selling to the news. You're selling
Right.
more to somebody that wants to put together a PowerPoint on it.
Right. But okay, so let me show you what I did for my caption for this one. So I don't know the titles would have a difficulty with because I feel like maybe how much should I put in the title?
No, it's pretty good. I mean, I would just put the keywords are going to be way more important.
Right, and that sucks because the keywords here they don't have these guys' names for keywords.
Correct.
They have like the big names, but that I had to
so
really
definitely wanna
scramble.
Put it in your title. Yeah.
And then my other question was, so I pulled up some of my stock. I was just kind of trying to see if they would approve stuff.
Yeah.
Like a photo, like, where did it go? I submit one for, where did it go? This one. So clear, oh, you can't see, I can't make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? So obviously the like point of this picture is Chris Weidman. And I have to say down here the amount of people. I put small group of people because it is, even though it's technically about him. Is that correct, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Keeping in mind, a lot of your editorial that you're inputting that way is going to get removed out because you don't have active model releases.
Even though it's editorial?
Because it's editorial iStock, right? So it's not their editorial division.
Well, how am I supposed to get a model release?
Well, you're not supposed to upload editorial, so that's the reality. This whole setup is designed more for the creative. I mean, and it's a whole different setup to get into the Getty editorial, whatever else. But the point is that they're making this more for like reference archivable editorial, right? So,
right.
But it's not. I mean, that's not even at all like what the normal Getty upload looks like. So I've only ever done creative up through this area.
Okay.
I've pushed through a couple that are like these people or this star doing this or something. But yeah, there's no real. The problem is who's going to find it.
Right.
That's
right.
the problem.
I know.
Right, and then you got to eventually sit back and go, how much time am I spending on that?
Yeah.
And then how many are they even approving?
Well, I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. I just submit. I think I did 10. So I did two creative ones.
Love it.
And then I'm waiting for that. And then I did 8 from here. I think I did Connor. I just started to go along here, but then I was like, no, this is stupid. I'm just going to do like a few to see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I did this one.
Next fighter to the scale, competing in the UFC men's flyweight division out of Kazakhstan, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. $126, the official weight for Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
126?
Yep. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
But I uploaded that one of that guy who.
I think you should wait on some of these editorials to be approved or not before you spend too much more
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm
putting
doing.
into
That's
it.
what I'm doing. Because I thought it would be a lot faster. So I did all these, and then I read that it was like 15 days, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
F that. But
And it might still be way faster than that, but
yeah.
until you see what their feedback is, like,
Yeah.
and their feedback, by the way, is going to be yes or no.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Well, I did
Like,
read a section that said like the most common reasons why it could get flagged and property really or like model release. Oh wait, hold on.
Tell them, Kenny. We're going to have to wait for
Our
Kenny.
next
sir.
fighter to the scale, making his UFC debut in the featherweight division, Dan Arquetta.
$145 and a half.
145 and a half, the official weight for Dan Arquetta.
That guy.
I did the wrong Dan. 45 and a half.
Quality entertainment.
Yeah, because like I did last night, I was like, oh, if I can do it. So I uploaded this one because this guy was in the news a lot. And then I read the thing about the 15 days, and I was like, well, it's not going to matter now.
I mean, it might down the road. I just don't. I mean, the fact that you have access to upload to the iStock editorial is cool. However, I think you're going to find that most of those ones are going to come back, and because you're not submitting an active, it's different. So when you're on that true editorial site for Getty, you're on assignment, right? So the assignment in itself depicts the model release.
Okay.
When you're doing iStock, the other side, right? In order for me to take a picture of Diego and put it up there
You have to have
as
him
creative
sign
run,
something.
I have to have
Yeah.
him sign a model
Yeah.
release, right? Because to say I'm going to use his likeness for any purposes on it,
So-
because it's for your financial benefit, right?
Right. Okay, so let's just pretend that I'm going to do this one. Down here it says, check out our release guide. I'm just wondering if it says anything.
I have paper copies of the release. I mean, you can do it digitally as well. I also have an app that I use, like when I do models on there. I have them all sign and fill out that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can use that for Getty AP on there. Obviously, I've done some like step and repeats that way, where
Right.
it's models on an event, and then basically I'll go through and get them all to sign afterwards. Because I've had Getty just dump them back and like, we can't use them. There's no release on file. Blah blah blah.
Even for a step and repeat?
Well, if there's any other logged shot of said person, right, that
Yeah.
has like that on there, then it's a different story. Not for just regular iStock. That's a different story.
Right, yeah.
Because then you're just saying, okay, if I take a picture over there, you're just saying it's
Yeah,
four
yeah,
people at a
yeah.
table.
Man
Man
in
at
pink
table,
shirt.
man at
Man in
table.
pink shirt. With
There's
beard.
there's no details
Yeah.
of like what you're doing, why you're doing, or who the hell you are. I'm intrigued though. I mean,
I know, I'm curious to see what they say.
yeah, I mean, if it comes back that way, I would say dump everything, because
Yeah.
it's like backloading the database.
Right.
Like,
That's what
I
I
don't see
figured.
how
And
it could hurt.
I figured I uploaded everything that I had set aside for my website, so
on
it was
top
easy.
of the fact that if Getty loves any of those, they'll move them.
That's kind of what I was hoping for too, that they would see that and go, oh, because I submitted I resubmitted an email with my
For editorial?
for my editorial, and I included like some names of people and link to my website, and then like links within the email saying, oh, here's where you can see my work, because that's what it said it wanted. So we'll see, but yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
what I
it'll
thought.
take it
I
on
thought
the back end, like, it can't hurt, because
that's what I thought. That was my
I'll
idea.
actually
Was
start doing the same. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, how does that hurt?
right, because that's what I thought. I'm
I'm
like, oh, maybe they'll see it and go,
there.
oh, this isn't right for iStock, but this is great for, you know what I mean? That's what I was hoping they would do.
It's a possibility. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
I appreciate you, guinea pigging it, though.
Yeah. I mean, what's it going to hurt?
It doesn't hurt
What's it
shit.
gonna hurt?
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the good news. But if you could backfill the database, even with editorial, even if they don't move it over to the other Getty stuff, for example, like all my stuff that goes for fight nights for pay-per-view through Icon Sports Wire, right? Like,
Right.
they're a direct Getty, partner, but Getty picks up a certain amount of my pictures direct.
Right.
And so, and those are the ones that blow up, right? 'Cause,
Right.
I mean, Getty's, the database is fucking huge. And
Right,
everybody's
yeah,
using it. I always find it interesting because originally I thought, well, we'll never get through on there, right? Because all these guys shoot stuff with Getty they're using their photos first.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true. And then you'll see, like, a lot of times I'll post where it's like Jeff and I, or Chris and I, and blah, blah, blah. You know
Well,
what I mean?
also, it depends on the subscription that people have. Like,
It
because my
does.
work, my fan-sided one has a lower subscription, so we don't get any of their photos.
Right.
We only get any other photographer that's
Right.
there at the time. So we probably would get your
You'd get my
your
stuff from
stuff
Icon,
or
right.
like whatever. Like I notice we don't get anything when it's a fight night, but when it's a pay-per-view and like USA Today is there or somebody, then we get those pictures. Not on Getty, but we get those through a different one. But
Yeah, it's a pay scale thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
yeah.
the real deal. It's like
Yeah.
everybody's paying a monthly membership based on how many credits to download, how many photos.
right,
And on
yeah,
the
and
Getty
then it
side, you're
gives
straight.
certain because like our subscription doesn't include any of the UFC. Like if they hadn't started sending those emails, because they didn't used to do that with like the weigh-ins and stuff, we'd have no photos.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. We used to have it all encompassing. We could download anything. And then we switched from, we were originally owned by Time magazine, and then now we're owned by like a much smaller company, and so we don't have as good of a subscription, and all of the UFC stuff went away.
I mean, I'm super intrigued, man, to see what you pull out of it. I love that they gave you access to all the above. They gave you
Yeah.
creative video and illustration, too.
Yeah. So
The creative, putting up what you've got on there is great, but if you've got access for creative video, that's all I would be uploading.
I don't even know what that is. I'll have to take a look
Just
and see what.
Just video. And
Video of
ultimately,
what though?
anything. But that's the key, right? So everybody's thinking the same idea, thinking, here I am at this spot, I want to absolutely get that. But the world is moving to video.
Right,
My
right,
camera
yeah.
becomes less and less useful every day.
That's true.
And Instagram is redesigning itself for video, right? And all these
Mm-hmm.
different platforms are now 100% trying to focus towards video. So, I don't know, it's an interesting one to say the least, because, I mean, they approved you for all 4 categories, which is dope.
Yeah, but maybe they do that for everybody.
Maybe they do that for everybody. I don't even know. I should go in and check, I guess. I don't know. I don't use this portal anymore, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
did for years. I put iStock stuff up for years and years.
Yeah.
Now I use that company Black Box, and you should really look into doing that one now that you're set
Okay.
up with them as well. Because Black Box is a service that you pay that will dump to like 4, 5, 6 different iStocks,
Okay.
not iStocks, but
different
stock
stock.
galleries at the
Okay.
same time.
Okay.
So when you do
Black
upload,
Box, you said?
Yeah, it's called. Search it real quick. I think I want to say it's Black Box.
Photo.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
No.
No?
Yeah. Scroll. You know, upload to the man for Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the point of Black. What are they charging nowadays for this? I haven't gone through.
Let's
it
see
a little
facts.
bit. FAQ, boy. Membership is free. It
Free.
costs nothing to be a member. We plan to expand our capability. This may not be it. Oh yeah.
It's
We
gotta
currently
be.
Deal with Shutterstock, Adobe
Yeah.
Stock, Pond 5, Vimeo Stock, Deposit Photos, and Envato.
Okay.
So it's everything but Getty. So this is another great one to have. This is beautiful because if you upload these, what they do is they act as an agent, right? So you're giving them access inside to make a couple bucks on it, but they're gonna pump it.
And I can do both.
You can do both.
Okay.
And then when you upload once here, it goes to many.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see what happens. What do I need to register?
What does it cost me to set this up?
What do I have
Nothing.
to do?
Yeah, I used them for a long time, and ultimately, like, that really helped me. I mean, I had stuff showing up in all kinds of repositories that I didn't even know existed. You
That's
know what I mean?
awesome.
Like, stuff, European stuff, and a bunch of, like, that's how I got in originally with Alamy, like, 3 years ago, and now I have 65,000 photos in their database.
Dang.
And they taking me editorial now. So, like,
Okay, so what would I be?
you're all of these things,
All
Amy.
of them.
I don't know. That's an interesting thing. I mean,
Sharer,
I'm-
collaborator?
Yeah, sure. I don't think it matters so much, really. Expertise. What's your secondary expertise?
Editor.
Your tertiary.
I'm just going to do
I have a
model
great
for
level
shits
of
and I'm just
respect for
kidding.
anybody that uses the word tertiary.
What is a tertiary?
Third. It means third.
Oh, wait, where is that? I don't even see that.
Tertiary.
Oh,
this is your
tertiary.
primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Which
That's not a
is-
normal word. Most people do not even know
Yeah,
that
I've
word
never even.
exists.
I didn't even know that word
And
existed.
you write for a living.
I'm gonna say,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm gonna say
Curator.
submitter.
I think it matters none.
Well, I haven't. Okay, fine.
So now they're
5
doing video too.
years.
Oh my god, dude, this is the kick.
What training and certifications do I have?
Master of all. I would put. They're not gonna read it. It's not gonna matter.
I do have a. Well,
Tell them about you.
I'm gonna say, what's that? You know how they say like, you either need to have a degree or
Or the equivalent.
the equivalent of like.
Work experience.
I'm gonna say work experience. I'll say 10.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing on the main card live on E Plus in the flyweight division, Ode Osborne.
Oh shit! Why do I not have O'Day on here?
126, the official weight for Ode Osborne.
$126.
I have a shirt for you, Amy.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry about your loss, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
So this is an X.
Okay.
I wear an X in the one more sleeve, but I wear a large in this
Okay.
because, like, if you want to dry it, so I think that'll
Okay.
be the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
size.
that's
If
gonna be
it's
great.
not,
Thank
then
you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna wear this whole thing.
On it.
Did you see that we're training?
No,
We're doing that Punch Warrior.
no way.
The three of us, Oscar, Kenny, and I. We're in week 2 already.
How's it going?
It's fucking intense. It's so good though. It's like one of those things where you just want like you feel like such shit the whole time you're doing it because you're like I can't do this, I can't do it, and then you're done and you're like I fucking did it.
So where are you doing?
Extreme Couture.
So you live here.
Yeah,
So you're all doing it there.
we're all doing it together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna fight.
I don't know if I'm gonna fight. Oscar wants to fight. The thing is, it depends on who I have to fight. Only because they're saying like fight someone in the class. I don't want to fight somebody I know. I have to like in my head, they have to be an enemy. If I'm friends with them for 20 weeks, I'm not gonna want to fight them.
I go.
I'm not close to that idea
I
of fighting,
guess.
but like I don't know that I will. I mean, how are they gonna find a 40-year-old fat woman that I can fight? You know what I mean? Like with no experience.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, like I would be interested in doing it, but probably not fight.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I've had a lot of concussions in my life.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. If
Are
we
you
get
gonna
injured,
take shots to the head?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah. Cold coffee gonna take shots to the head?
I mean, we're
Are
gonna
you
have
gonna get
we're gonna
punched
have
in the
gear
head?
and
Have you
stuff.
ever had concussions or?
I've had concussions.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on how I feel at the end of it. Right now, I'm not planning on it, but it just depends. I mean, I understand that if I can't get my cardio and shit, I'm gonna go out there and just flop in 2 minutes because I can't fucking
Right.
breathe.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah, I just want to get. I want to get in shape. I want to learn the
I wanna
things
get
that
back
I'm
to sparring,
looking at.
just
Yeah.
in training. Like just once we start doing it, you'll see. There's some big boys class. I didn't
Oh my
know I
gosh,
was
there
like-
are some. Yeah, there's
One of
some.
the big guys I've been training with is like 25, he's like 360 pounds.
He has the most amount of energy I've ever seen in somebody. I'm like, how are you? He's dancing
How
between.
many of you guys are there in the class?
22?
Oh wow.
Yeah. It varies though. Like sometimes there's a little more, sometimes a little less. But yeah, it's
I know
everybody.
my fight with myself.
Yeah, like I just want to lose
Just to
weight.
learn it. Yeah, just try
I'm
to-
definitely open to considering a fight. I'm not saying for sure no, but like if I get injured, like I'm a single mom, I can't be like having surgery or like out of work.
How many kids
or,
you
like,
have?
Just one.
How old?
16.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
How's he doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tough time to be that age with the fucking pandemic shit.
Yeah. He's doing better now that he's back in school and he joined the golf team.
No way.
He's the only one on the team. But
Is
they
he
brought
good?
somebody. No, they brought somebody from another school in. So there's 2 guys and then there's 1 girl. But yeah, having him be able to like go out. You know, we've only been here a year, so he doesn't really have any friends yet. But
Do you play golf?
no,
So it's a great sport for him to.
Yeah.
Like I'm not very good, but
Yeah.
it's a great sport. Like you should think of it.
yeah. I mean, I definitely want to keep him in it for sure.
Yeah.
He did his first tournament a few weeks ago, and he did something in his first hole that like the coach was like, "Oh my God, nobody does that!" Like I don't know what it was, a birdie, I think.
No way.
Yeah, in his first hole, first tournament, first hole, and he never played before.
Because for a lot of people with that sport, it's if you have that type of natural ability, like
Yeah.
it's just ingrained. That's exciting.
We'll see. Yeah, he definitely likes it and wants to do it. I went to that first tournament, and the coach was like, "Oh, you can rent a golf cart and go around with him." And I was like, "Oh, I can walk it." And then I was like, halfway through, I'm like at the 5th hole. I'm like, "What was I thinking? This is so."
No, it's
Yeah.
some of these tracks. I love it. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
What was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, amazing.
I'm trying to be like quiet about, because I just like tweeted like something about the Celtics getting through the East and how much of an accomplishment I thought that was, and the negativity that came in. For every one tweet that was like, "Yeah, man, Boston's a great team," it was like, "Oh, the Warriors are gonna smoke them, Warriors in 5," like, and it was just sort of like a microcosm for how sad that website can be. That like I was just sort of congratulating the team, and then it was like all this like negative shit.
Well, yesterday, Aljamain tweeted some apparently song lyrics. I didn't realize were song lyrics, but he didn't quote them or anything. He just tweeted
Right.
them, and it sounded like he was saying, like, "Oh, my career is great, but my personal life is kind of like going to shit. Like I'm happy." And so I said to him, I was like, "Oh, like stick through it." I said something positive. The amount of feedback I got from fans are like, "Oh, fuck Andrew," blah, blah. I'm like,
Oh, he is a lightning rod.
it's like, dude. And then they were like going after me. They were like, "Oh, you're so soft." And I'm like, he's clarified and he's like, "Oh, they're song lyrics that like that resonated with me right now." So they kind of were still his words, but I was like, these fans are like, "Oh, you're so stupid. How do you know?" I'm like, I'm trying to be nice to somebody. Like, this is supposed to be a positive thing.
He is the guy who the most, when I posted something on Instagram from his championship parade thing. Oh my gosh.
And it's crazy because he was such a fan favorite before. I thought, maybe I didn't notice it before, but I thought he was like one of those guys that like everybody loved. Like everyone thought he was so cool. Then as soon as the thing with Yan happened, then
Yeah, I don't know that I
you never felt like that.
got that love. I always wonder, like, man, why is this guy not? Like, isn't he kind of a promoter's dream in a lot of respects? But
So maybe I was just seeing only the
Yeah, I
positive,
don't
but
know.
yeah, I always thought he was like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking strange. It's strange.
it's so weird.
He has everything. He speaks well. He looks good.
Fights good.
Fights good. Like he has it all.
What's that tattoo? That's nice.
That is for Christmas. Welcome to reality.
Is this a fucking, what is this?
That is a PlayStation remote.
Really well done.
PlayStation remote.
Oh, no, yeah.
And it says, "I have lived 1,000 lives."
That's really well done, man. That's really well done. Do you have the same person do all that?
Yeah. Well,
Whose signature is it?
so that's my nanny who passed away. These were from my tattoo artist. That way you might do that one. That would be
That's sick. Yeah, and that's
That's
details,
my music.
yeah. Good shit. You must like pain first. I mean, this literally took 2 minutes.
It's a form of therapy for me. Like because most of my tattoos are by the same guy, and I go in and like he's like, "Fill me in on your life.
Yeah,
what have
yeah,
you been
yeah.
doing?" It's like
It's like
It's
me when I
definitely-
get my fucking ears and nose waxed.
Yeah.
I tell you, when the esthetician is offering me waxing your nose,
Oh yeah, I don't want to.
when they're really good and quick, and you know, it's like, oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You ever had your nose waxed?
No.
Is it good?
I mean, I've had other things waxed.
My nose. I didn't know they could do it.
Yeah, it's like a stick, right?
I posted like a video of waxing his nose at home once. I was like, well, if he does it at home, they must do it at the European wax center.
Yeah.
The first time you get it done, you know, they hold the bridge of your nose, and then you feel like they're pulling your nose off your face. But now I know that most does.
When I had my eyebrows waxed underneath, I fucking wanted to cry. It was so bad.
You guys have it so easy. We have legs, other things, butts, everything. Like, we're not allowed to have hair anywhere. You guys are allowed to have hair.
Yeah.
Good point.
See how it goes for my
It takes hours for us to get waxed sometimes if we do everything at once.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. It's too painful. Yeah, 2 times I had my eyebrows waxed. Up here's fine, but when they do it under here,
Yeah. I don't like when they start plucking all the strays. I need to get my eyebrows waxed right now, but I wonder if these people are listening to our weird conversation on this stream. Let's see. We have like, what, 5 people left? 6 people? 1, 2, 3, 6 people. Wait, maybe not. I didn't have Odie Osborne on here. Who we got?
Danny.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a prelim in the UFC's
Nope.
lightweight division, Alex De Silva.
Alex? Not Alex? I mean, I know.
I'm gonna start going by Alex.
I know.
Fuck it.
Alex. You should. I'm gonna start calling you that.
Alex speaking.
That sounds so rad.
$155 and a half, the official weight for Alex De Silva.
155 and a half? Yes?
I think so.
155 and a half? Every time I start to write the list of who we have left, somebody comes out and I have to delete it and start again.
We have EBA.
We have Volkov, Andreas Michaladis, Dan Ige, Jairzinho, and Joe Selecki. Right?
Fractals just was yeah.
Don't let the beer fool you.
Nope. Speaking of.
That's why my wife was like,
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's lightweight division, Joe Selecki. 155.5, the official weight for Joe Select.
Now it's down to 4.
I'm a little worried because one of these guys is Danige. Why do I have a bad feeling? Put money on you, AJ. Gotta fucking make weight.
It's crazy how you're saying like it's the best campus has that
They always fucking say that right before they like
miss weight.
miss weight or like lose terribly.
Get fucked up.
Yeah. It's the best camp in the world. What does that mean though exactly? Like the best camp in the sense, because I feel like the camp where you had to try the hardest and work the hardest would be the most rewarding and like prepare you really. If it's easy, that's not a good sign, in my opinion.
To the point.
I'm gonna ask them next time they say that. I'm gonna be like, what does that mean exactly? I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. You know that, right? You and Kenny are gonna be on your own back there.
That's crazy. Fuck.
Prepare some questions. I said you and Kenny are gonna be back there alone tomorrow. Because Oscar's leaving too, right? Yeah, Oscar's not gonna be there. If they gave you my front row spot, don't fuck up my area. Don't fuck up my desk.
Maybe. We'll see.
No promises.
We'll see.
We didn't get Andreas Michailidis, right?
No.
Every time I say somebody's name, I speak it into existence.
There he is.
All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in the UFC's welterweight division for the first time, Andreas Michailidis.
Well, nice of you to say that we're both gonna have some money today.
.5, the official weight for Andreas Michailidis.
I get why they make them go around the back if there's like a line of fighters, but like, there's nobody coming. Just fucking let them walk up the stage. So silly.
I know. Yeah, it's so embarrassing when I like
I know they're. Hmm?
Can you get?
Nice.
All right, next fighter to the scale. The other half of the co-main event in the UFC's featherweight division, number 10 in the world, Dan Ige.
$145 and a half.
145 and a half, the official weight for Dan Ige.
Now the fucking heavyweights.
I don't know. We're just gonna sit here. Oh, they have another whole hour, don't they? Bastards. They're gonna make them come down here. They're not.
Alright, who's gonna go to breakfast buffet? Let's cut it out.
I guess I could start uploading some videos. I mean, video pictures.
It is.
Dude, I don't know how you did it for so long.
Did it for a long time. That's tough. A long time. Yeah. I was always worried that it was so like
I think you're okay. could get by with that in town.
I'm putting my hair up in a ponytail and I don't have anything to keep it up there. I need damn hair tie.
You also need to come over to see my new puppy.
Oh, what kind of puppy?
Poodle.
Oh, you have kitties too, right?
No, just
Oh, you had a cat.
at my parents' house.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, when I get back, I'll let you know. Yeah. Maybe like after a weigh-in like this would be good. I usually don't have anything to do after.
Come through. Only 10 minutes away.
Nice. Oh, what's his name?
Bash.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, like it wasn't supposed like I didn't want to get a new dog until like I was fully moved in and like everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then went to the fucking puppy store and just
Stole your heart.
yeah, it happened. You know, I'm so heartbroken that my muffin died. He was only a year old.
What happened?
He was born parvo.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So like he was always just kind of susceptible, and I don't know. It was just like it was just so sudden. Like he stopped breathing, and it's fucking
I'm
horrific.
so sad.
Horrific. I was fucked up. And I was like,
Yeah.
so fucking long. 17 months I was fucking heartbroken, and I came back. I got a new one.
And this one will restore your faith.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching a children's show back there?
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a video of this, and then once that wraps up, I'm gonna do the rest of the day.
So how often do you guys have to
An hour and a half a day.
So what time is today?
Well, we had to skip today. Yeah. I liked that somebody called you Kodiak. I thought that was like such a good name. Yeah, I'm curious what's going to be red.
19 and 12.
19 and 12 is the last you heard?
Just lost 2 more wins, gained a loss. 19 and 12 is the last one.
And that's according to Sherdog? Or that's okay.
So
That's gonna make the broadcast.
from 25 and 7 to 21 and 11 to now 19 and 12. Supposedly that's the game changes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious to see what kind of performance he gives. You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna prove what everybody's saying that he's like cooking it, or is he gonna come out and and be like, no, I'm good, you know?
He's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
I think so too. I think it's going to be quick.
It's preposterous. Madness.
It's fantastic. Best quote.
I just wonder who owes his manager a favor. Because, right? Whose body does he know where it's buried? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, they sign him and they give him the loans, though. It's like,
They must have realized something along the way, and they're like, oh, we'll fix this.
I wouldn't be surprised if that ASCAR guy got the fight got cut.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if he loses, he's not getting another chance.
Unless they see him as a can and they give people they want wins. Like,
I doubt it. Not after the controversy.
I mean, imagine. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, they could like give him like Johnny Walker, get him back on the winning streak.
Oh, somebody's here. Who we got?
Main events here now.
Well, it has to be one of the main events. Just that's all that's left.
Hopefully they're both here. Or we just
Oh, I thought they were here already. You teased us. We got excited. Okay. Yeah. I know. Sleep in, yeah.
down?
I want to know who this person is. No. Ew.
All right, next fighter to the scale, one of the gentlemen around whom this fight card was built, the 8th ranked heavyweight in the world, biggie boy Jairzinho Rozenstruik. $259, the official weight for Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
He definitely looks like he just woke up.
Wiping sleep from his eyes. Why is McLovin trending? What year is this? Oh. How pervy are these pictures I took? Look.
Right. You never know what gold in the rough might be.
I think she's so pretty. Do you think she's gonna be mad at me for this tweet?
What do
I haven't done it yet. There's nothing like offensive in this tweet, correct?
No.
Okay, because I'm just so nervous, like, to like second guess anything.
All right, our final fighter to weigh this morning, the man around whom this fight card was built, the 7th ranked UFC heavyweight contender, Drago Alexander Volkov. .256.5, the official weight for Alexander Volkov. With that, the UFC Fight Night main event is official.